It's a cold, cold world, a cold one. It's a cold, cold world. Yeah. It's a cold, cold world, a cold one. It's a cold, cold world. I've been looking to the stars like I'm an astronaut, and this pain hurts so much, so I smoke that gas a lot. I've been hiding from myself cause I tryna get caught, and you know I right my wrongs. That's some shit that I can't stop now. I've been searching for my soul cause it's been missing. Imagine cooking breakfast, bullets flying through the kitchen. And you wait for it to stop your way like you fishing. Cause if you get up, hit up, you gon' be wishing that you never do what you did.
We got an exciting show. It's so exciting. I can't even talk, bro.
You about to jump out your seat.
I'm about to jump out my seat, bro.
Calm down.
Okay, we're gonna get it. All right. What I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna take this time right now. Since stand here, a little Bmore4Real is in the house. I know y'all heard us talk about them every week. But right now, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. We're gonna start over to my brother. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
What's up, Bmore Pod family, our opinion family? Nice to be on the podcast. It's your boy, co-host of BMore4Real podcast, OMG Danny.
And I am Uncle Wayne. You know I am blessed to be on Bmore Pod. You know what I mean? Even though we said the name wrong 50 times on our show.
Hey, bro, you know, blame it on the head and not the heart.
Hey, I rehearse all night.
You know, I listen to you all the time, brother.
Hey, bless
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Brother, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Well, you know me, Eric. You know what I mean? They say the quiet one or whatever. But
they lie. I'm telling you, they lie. He got somebody fooled. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it alone, though. I'm gonna leave it right there. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. I ain't even cut you off, but go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. Sorry, you don't even put do your brother like that, do you?
It's all good.
I'm sorry.
Today's a special show.
Okay, special
show.
show.
All the rules away.
Okay.
We throw all the rules away. Ain't no rules today.
No holds barred. It's that type of night.
For real. Is that what we saying? For real.
That type of night. For real.
Yeah, we throw it everywhere. But yeah, we just got, just trying like Dennis always say, trying to shed some light, you know what I mean, in this dark world, and we on this rock thing spinning, in space 3,000 miles an hour. That's kind of what they say.
3,000 miles an hour, yeah, man.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
So
if they say it, it got to be true.
Exactly.
Wikipedia. Yeah, it's true. There, it's definitely true. But go ahead, brother.
But you're just here trying to make a difference, man. Trying to make a positive difference. You know what I mean? And that's all we're doing.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right, family. You know who I am. I'm Big D in the house. I'm Dennis in the house, man. Like you said,
always number 8 though.
Yeah, there you go. Look. I have to give it up.
Man, check them out. Oh my goodness.
What's up, April? Hey, April, how you doing? April, good to see you. Look. Y'all know I gotta represent tonight, family.
You are
representing.
What? Purple and black.
Let's
Purple
go.
and black, baby.
But the scarf within itself is a representation. You say you wear it well.
Hey, bro, double whammy, baby. He got to do it. My man got to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, family, all we try to do here tonight, is just shine a little light on a dark place. And if enough light shine on a dark place, it will illuminate that whole place. And that whole place becoming illuminated and bright. I don't care what place that's in the darkness. All of this is what we're here to shine that little light so everybody can shine a little light. So that's what we're here for. We with my brothers tonight. And I'll tell you, first thing I want to do, I want to apologize to you two brothers. Okay. I got to apologize to you.
Okay.
I got to apologize.
And it's
No.
It's for.
Yeah. No, it not even about messing it. I mess everybody's name up. Okay. But I got to apologize.
Welcome to the crew, right?
Hello, April. How you doing? Zen Master moment in a minute. Slow down. Let's go. Lamar in the house. That's what I'm saying. But the reason I want to apologize to y'all brothers, right? Because the night that you guys invited me on your show, right? A lot of people that I talked to that watched the show, was several people that I talked to, said the show was excellent. There was one problem. They said, Dennis, you distorted the message because of your filthy mouth.
Really?
Yeah, because I was cursing so much.
We'll put some soap in that cup. Drink some. Wash your mouth out with soap.
So at the end of the show,
Spirits, huh?
at the end of the show, you know, when we was talking, I was getting into it. I started cursing more than I was relaying a message, but I was cursing more than anything. And I want to apologize to you brothers and apologize to y'all viewers for that. So anyway,
on our platform, we be more for real.
Yeah,
so,
I know,
if people don't like to see that side, then our platform really is probably not for them.
Okay,
and we understand our content is not for everybody.
Yeah, I understand. Same thing.
Doesn't take everything serious.
Okay.
But Be More For Real is definitely more than a podcast. It's a lifestyle. It's definitely how we live. We be
okay,
more for real
awesome, bro.
Yeah, so
I just wanted to say
no harm, no malice.
Yeah. That's why, man. That's why I love it. But before we get into it,
but no, let's flip the other side of that coin. That's what Be More For Real
is about.
You,
I got it for real. I got it for real.
I don't know what others said to you, but our side loves you.
Yeah.
Because you were so real.
Yeah.
Listen, see where we are, right? And listen who our audience are.
The energy was there,
That's how they accept it.
The energy was there.
Realness.
Right.
The energy was there.
And you did a world job.
We live up to that name. We lived up to that name.
Yeah.
Don't put that fire, y'all.
Yeah, okay, brother. Okay.
Somebody in the thing say, somebody in the chat say, what's in that cup? What's you know what I mean? I don't know what you got in the cup,
Hey,
Wayne.
look, not yet. You will You will tell as the night goes on.
All right.
Okay.
All right, before we jump deep into the show, family, what we're going to do, before we jump deep in the show, we always have our Zen moment from Master Zen Master. So we're going to give it to Eric. You got a Zen moment for us tonight, brother?
Like I said, yep. So I like to start. You know, like I said, stuff is rough out there. You know what I mean? Life is tough. We working, we running. You know what I mean? And sometimes it get to be a lot. And I like to, usually I like to just ground myself. You know what I mean? I stop and say, just for a minute, take a minute and go, all is well. Versus working out for my higher self. Out of this experience, whatever experience you're going through, out of this experience, only good can come, and I'm safe. Okay. You stop for a second, you say that a little bit, you get grounded, something piss you off, somebody cut you off in traffic, you about to react,
Stop them in the throat.
Stop them in the throat, you just stop for a second, take a breath, all is well.
Drag them out the car.
That, you know what I mean, all is well.
It's just a light.
Exactly, right? I'm safe. But I got a quick story, remind me a story of this young monk went to the Zen master, and he was like, man, I'm concerned about I don't feel valued. I don't feel good about my self-worth, and can you help me out figure out my self-worth? Okay. So the Zen master said, well, go in the back garden, give me one of them big rocks, bring it out here. So he went back, got the rock, and the Zen master said, all right, take this rock, take it to the market tomorrow. Don't sell it. Don't talk to nobody. Just go to the market with the rock. And anybody try to talk to you, just hold up your hand like same with 2. Just do like 2. Don't sell it. Bring that rock back. Bring the rock back. Just take it to the market. So he said, okay. Next day he went to the market. And as soon as he got there, the rock, not talking, some lady came up and said, hey man, what you selling that rock for? I want that rock. And all he did was that. She said, what, $2? I buy it for $2. Said nah. He didn't say nothing. Just held the 2. All right, I'll buy it for $20. I can go grind my herbs with it. I can use it in my kitchen. Grind some stuff with it. And all he did was that. And he didn't sell it. You know what I mean? And she walked away. He said, this guy's crazy, whatever. But I gave you $20. He refused that. He went back home. So he went back to the Zen master. Said, yeah, man, I went to the market. Some lady tried to give me $20 for this little rock. We got a whole tons of them back in the backyard. You know what I mean? But I don't know how that's helping me. I'm trying to figure out my self-worth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He said, all right, you know what? Tomorrow, go to the museum. Take the rock to the museum. Do the same thing. Do the same thing. Don't talk to nobody. Don't sell nothing. Just sit there. If I say something to you, just do your, do your sign. So he went to the museum, and this dude come up there, this little artist, the art museum, and he come up there, and he said, man, that's a nice little rock right there. I can carve me a nice little sculpture with that thing, man. How much you selling it for? He just did the thing. Dude said, man, I gave you $2,000 for it. Little rock, and he's like, you know what I mean? But he couldn't talk, he wasn't supposed to talk, he wasn't supposed to sell a rock, he just did the 2. And he said, man, I'll buy it. Give me that thing for $2,000. Guy said no, so he took it back to the master again. Said, man, some guy do want to give me $2,000 for this rock, man. You know what I mean? That's crazy. And matter of fact, I came to you to find my value. Like, tell me, you know what I mean? I don't need to know about my story.
For a rock.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? All this rock stuff is crazy. So he said, you know what, man? He smiled. Zen master said, you know what? Go to the antique store. Tomorrow go to an antique store, do the same thing. Don't sell that rock. Just kind of, do your 2 signs. He did the same thing happened. Some dude came, rich old dude, it's an antique store, so you're like, man, this thing must be worth it, whatever. He said, man, I'll give you $20 for that rock. Saying things like, man, I don't want that. I can't do it. He ain't say nothing, just did the 2 sign. Man, I'll give you $200,000 for that rock. You know what I mean? My man said, no, I ain't gonna do it. So he, little kid went back to the Zen master. He said, man, you're crazy, man. You know what I mean? Like, people want this rock for $200,000. We got a whole backyard full of that thing. We can make some money. Plus, you ain't really, telling me about my self-worth. And, master smiled. He said, man, you know what I mean? Life is full of possibilities. You know what I mean? Your worth is gonna be determined by just like the rock, where you are. If you go to the market, somebody might, worth you $20. You go to the museum, you might be worth $200,000. Whatever. You go to the antique store, you might be worth $200. So watch out for who you surround yourself with, where you are.
I like it.
You know what I mean? It's important because that's how that's how your self-worth can be determined sometimes. You know what I mean? And so just like little nice little story.
Know your worth.
Know your worth. Know your worth. And only you can determine it. Only you can determine it. Know your worth. Only you can determine it.
You know what I got from that too?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What I had from that. What I got from that as well is like you are the company you keep as well. So that's a low key.
I like it. I like it. I like birds and a feather flock together. Yeah, I like it.
That you keep will keep you.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Well, I tell you what. The Zen master did it again, and I'm letting your family know we looking for a sponsor for the Zen moment. First, I want to go to the chats. Hello, Lil. That's my daughter. Thank you for hanging out with old Pops again tonight. I love you. What's up, Eddie? Eddie, that's my brother. Thank you for hanging out with little bro again. Come on out here. Hey, we got Bmore4Real in the house tonight. If anybody got any questions for Bmore4Real tonight, here's your chance. This is they got an awesome podcast. They go live every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock at Wednesday, man. They got some of the best topics in the world.
Real stuff.
Some best time. I say to me that is the best podcast. That's my opinion. That is the best podcast that I have heard. We talk about
Bmore Pod.
Bmore Pod. I tell you what.
Other than your own.
I'm gonna say. I tell you what. And I said this earlier. Y'all, you guys deal with real topics that you can actually sink your teeth into. I deal with the inside of people, telling people that they need to go after their goals and dreams, and that will make them not do some of the topics that y'all
beautiful
that you guys talk about.
Listen to you, they'll never make it to us.
But a lot of people have to listen to you first, even before they can say, I got a goal and a dream. Because by the time they listen to you and y'all go through these topics with them, whatever topic may be, they say, well, look, I got an answer. I can make a difference. So what difference can I make? My difference is my goal and my dream. So my question to you brothers, what made you start your podcast?
Oh, man. That's a journey. Let me lead it up to Daniel to start this. Man, I'm going to finish it off for that.
We started, man. I was at Uncle Wayne's place. I was on open mic, by the way. I was just letting y'all know that I do music as well. So it's why
multi-talented.
I'm under OMG Danny. I make music made for the masses. It's not really the type of music that everybody else put out as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about rapping, killing and doing too much of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still good music nonetheless. We was outside the establishment.
Right.
We had a conversation with the entourage that I was with. And it was so deep, because I bring that out of people, the passion, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what was going on. Uncle Wayne came out there and he just dictated the whole conversation. He was like, no, we got to get this in here. And ever since then, we got that podcast in there. We came up with a name. We came up with the things that we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We developed a team, and we worked together as a team to get those ideas and everything out. So, it's a process.
You just did it.
Of course, like this, it's a process that it takes to get to that point, but you can never do it by yourself. It really, truly took a team. So that's the greatest part about life as well. Teamwork make the dream work.
That's true. I agree.
Good job. And that's what happened because when I see talent and God sends you, you put 2 and 2 together quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's true.
There's a whole bunch of them out there, and I've dealt with this with podcasts. You know how it is. Over and over, we get this equipment, that equipment. We got so much equipment, they always exaggerate. Most of them can't put the equipment together.
True that.
Right.
Just keep saying it. And then a lot of the content is not there. People have passion till you put that camera in their face.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a whole different ball game.
Because everybody can do it, I can do it, I can do it. No, it's not like when you on there when you can keep clipping and moving and saying stuff around. When you live, it is what it is.
It's out there.
You know?
So how do y'all? What made y'all do this podcast and come up with these type of topics? What made y'all be for real instead of just going out and being? I don't want to call it buffoonery. I don't want to use that word.
Oh, it wasn't hard. This is what we go through every day. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. It's just the stuff that people don't talk about. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And that's where we have a withdrawal at the community, and that's what we're doing with the podcast.
Okay.
That is our goal: is to attack the things that we refuse to talk about because it won't help us grow.
That's it.
The way that we see it is like we've been shot or stabbed, and we refuse to address that wound. So eventually we're gonna bleed out. So there are issues in our community that we are dying from. We are dying out in our community, in our same community. So like we say all the time, BMore4Real is a double entendre. It's about Baltimore. It's about the city, but it's about us as people. It's about everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It applies to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was out
because I'm gonna go to the chat real quick. I'm gonna do this real quick. Then we're gonna continue. It said that's my niece. Said, you fly. Thank you. We talking about we representing. We representing.
Oh yeah. You fly too. Hey, man.
We all love that. We gonna say we all.
No, not me.
We gonna say we all.
Stage fly. Everybody fly. So Donald said, wow, Zen Master Eric, that was great. Your people around you, be careful of who you are around. Everyone has energy. Hi, everyone. Okay, you want to read April?
April said, well, doing life together makes it that much richer. Yeah, a team is essential.
I agree.
Yep.
That is an awesome point,
there's
man.
something. So there's something. I tell you what, I travel all around this country. And that's why my wife and I, we settled in Baltimore, but we travel all around this country, and everywhere you go is a Baltimore.
Yeah.
Everywhere you can go to Detroit, you can find a Baltimore. We was in California, you can find a Baltimore.
We everywhere.
You can find. We went to North Dakota, there was a Baltimore.
You know, the thing is as well too, Baltimore is a very rich city with rich history. The whole national anthem, Francis Scott.
You
know, a lot of things. The war, Bunker Hill, 1812. You know, a lot of national history has happened at the Fort Armstead, Fort Washington. The U.S. Naval Base is in the state of Maryland. I agree. So you know, it's like it's a city that for the majority was like the backbone of America for a lot of the times. When it come to, you know, they had the Annapolis before D.C.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that. What you're saying? What is that?
It's
Annapolis
just the history
DC?
of the United States. Annapolis was the capital of the states.
I got you.
Prior to Washington D.C. being constructed.
When I was saying there was a Baltimore, I'm talking about there are.
We everywhere though.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the problems, the situations, the issues, the killings. We talking about the killings.
Detroit,
we talking about the killings. We talking about the drugs, the depression. We talking about if you want the lack of a better term, if we I'm gonna call it ghetto. I don't want to call it ghetto because that's true. But the hoods, it's everywhere. And what's going on here is going on there. So the topics that you guys are touching on is the same thing is going on there. It's the exact same thing.
We gonna touch your soul, bro.
That's it. Y'all do, man. Y'all brothers do, man. Y'all brothers do.
To resolve an issue, you have to talk about it. And you ready for this?
That's true. Yeah, go ahead.
For us as black men,
who's
teaching us to be black men? Who's teaching them TJs to be black men?
That's true, but the problem is, this is my opinion, of course. The problem is, the people that was teaching us didn't know themselves, and the only thing that I'm speaking on. I'm speaking on my life. I'm speaking on my life. I'm not speaking on nobody else's. So when I'm speaking on that, they didn't know how to teach. So since they didn't know how to teach me, they did the best they could with the knowledge that they had.
Right.
I cannot teach you how to be a doctor or a lawyer if I never was one. So they went through a lot of trials and tribulations, and since they went through the trials and tribulations, they didn't know how to handle it. They handled it the best way they could. Our problem now as young adults and young men, we have to make sure, this is me, I'm talking about Dennis, I have to make sure that I can't blame them for anything.
Well, I love this conversation, and if I may, and
Go ahead. The show is yours, bro. I love y'all, bro. But your show is yours.
I really do think a lot of the issues that we face, especially as black people, the black men, is that we truly are not authentically happy with ourselves as a people, truly inside. There's nothing to be happy about. We attack each other on multiple levels. That's where we get this crab in the bucket mentality.
I got you. I agree.
Right. You know, people guarding and gatekeeping. They want to charge you for information and all that stuff, trying to make $1 million off of your back like Slave Master used to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's lack of direction. And I think a lot of times it deals with instruction. Deep down inside, that's why we have the podcast, because we talk about those things. It's just that's why I like your Zen Master moment as well. We got to learn how to apply these things. If we're trying to bake a cake, we can't get onions and carrots and get whatever we want to make a cake. We got to get certain ingredients to make this recipe. So if we're trying to accomplish something, just like math, if you're trying to figure out an equation, it's already a formula to that equation. You can't come up to your own conclusions and come up with the answer. You gotta follow the formula, plug the stuff in the formula, and get the answer, because the answer will generate itself. Because that's the ingredients that we make. So we don't have the ingredients, or we don't know the ingredients, and then we don't know how to apply them. So that goes along.
And to ask for them.
That goes along with knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is knowing the way, and wisdom is applying the knowledge. A lot of us lack at the wisdom part, actually applying the knowledge we know. We know these things, but we still don't do these things, and that's why my mom, she used to always say, if you know better, you do better.
So
That's awesome.
This goes back to a saying that they said, nothing, and this is why we started this podcast, because your talent will make room for you. And y'all podcast fit. Man, I love y'all podcast, man. I love y'all podcast.
We love yours.
I love it. Okay, they said, everything on this earth know its place. An apple tree does not have to ask how to be an apple tree. A pear tree don't have to be a pear tree.
It is what it is.
So the problem, and this is why I started this podcast, brothers, because we as humans, we don't have to ask what we're supposed to be, because it's already on the inside. The problem is we are scared of what's on the inside. We let somebody else take it from us.
The system actually took it from us.
No.
We're so fixated on our jobs and all that. It takes us away from our talents. It really does.
And there's the distractions out there, all the different distractions, the flashy things.
They can have it, but if you have, let's take Lamar. I'm gonna take Lamar.
Let's do it. Shout out Lamar. Shout out to Runnin.
I'm gonna take Lamar.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna take Lamar. I'm gonna take Lamar, for instance. It would have been real easy for them to come and say, I got something shiny, Lamar. You're not a quarterback. You are a running back. You're a wide receiver. You're a tight end. You can be a defensive back, but you are not a running back.
A quarterback.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, a quarterback. Lamar said, I'm not an apple tree. I'm not a pear tree. I don't care what kind of trinkets you got. I am a quarterback. And I don't care what you say. If I have to work as hard as you work, I'm a quarterback. If I got to stay up twice as long as you stay up, I'm a quarterback. If I got to turn out all the money that you have, I'm a quarterback. He did not let somebody else determine, but I'm not saying he didn't have to work for it. That's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying he had to work twice as hard as somebody else.
Brother, you sound like Marcus Garvey. That's what he was telling the people. You got to know your identity. Once you know where you're coming from, you know where you're going.
And once
we haven't identified ourselves.
We are here for. I'm gonna tell you. I can tell you.
Yeah, I wish we had some.
We got applause back there. We just haven't used it yet. I can tell everybody on this earth exactly why they're here.
That's deep.
We are here for one reason. And one reason only. One reason. God is on the inside of you. So he said, I'm going to put my power inside of you so you can have the desires of your heart.
Your heart.
We're here for the desires of your heart because everything here is perilous. Everything is here is perilous. It's nothing's going to stay here.
Right.
We're here here to have the desires of your heart, to give, let what you have inside of you birth, and you will be satisfied. I don't care what inside you birth ain't nothing but a shopping cart. You'll be happy for what you birth out of you.
Because it plays a part of the puzzle. People don't realize they want other people's skills. But your skill is just as important.
Matter of fact,
you just gotta sharpen them.
That's it. Your skills is better than anybody else's. You know why? Because they're yours.
You
know what?
And they were thought out and given to you
and while we talking
by
about
your
it too,
creator.
Right.
And while we're talking about it too, you know, the perfect example of that is how we are constructed as a body. Imagine if the brain wanted to be the feet and the hands,
do it.
The hands wanted to be the liver or some
Same
crazy
thing,
crap like
can't
that.
do it.
You know what I'm saying? Your whole body got different. I love, and I'm gonna get into that. I'm telling you, the science, the analogy. People don't think the Most High is real, but if you just think about it, just think about this: everything that you could touch, taste, hear, and smell has been created by somebody or something with intelligence.
Right.
It didn't. No tornado, no evolution. Evolution is a trick on the mind, and I'm telling you, for all those people that believe in evolution, it's just not true. Only the stuff that humans create
What do you
evolve.
mean by evolution?
Evolution. They say that, you know, we evolved from a primordial soup to a single cell amoeba to, you know, maybe a monkey.
This guy get deep, bro.
We gotta say it. We gotta say it.
This guy get deep, bro.
You know,
this guy get deep.
Bring it. That's our opinion.
There
Let's
are
go.
certain evolutions.
That's our
You know, there are
opinion.
certain
Let's go.
changes over time. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But humans still reproduce humans. You
That's
can
true.
reproduce after your own kind. So
That's true.
that's what the Bible said, and that's what we actually find out. We find cows make other cows. We find
true.
gorillas make other gorillas.
true.
We don't find animals evolving to other animals in that illusion.
That's true.
So with that being said, everything that you could touch, taste, hear, and smell has been created by somebody or something with intelligence. It didn't just get there. From the roads to the streets, you can't
What about a
name one
flower?
thing.
What about a flower?
The flower was created by the Most High. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Anything, the sun, the moon, the stars, it's all strategically placed.
I agree
Look
with
at
that.
how,
I agree
if
with
the
that.
earth was either further or closer
agree
to the
with that.
sun,
I agree with
life
that.
wouldn't exist. Life happens on purpose. I just had that on my show yesterday.
I agree with that.
Life was done on purpose.
I
and
agree with that.
That's why we
That
depressed,
is.
because we don't have a purpose. That goes with our
it.
identity.
And
Find out our
your
purpose.
only purpose is what's already inside
Life is
of
purpose.
you.
Yep,
And
yep.
look, we're gonna go to the chance real quick. Go ahead.
So April say Baltimore has some of the most authentic, beautiful souls. Just what we're talking about. Daphne say, "Amen." It's real talk. Real talk.
Yeah.
We're real today.
Yeah, we all the way. We all the way real. Yes, sir. We all the way.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
telling
We
y'all.
all the way.
I look. Go ahead.
So
You finish.
April said, when you learn to exit survival mode, you start to tap into your real purpose.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. Look, what I want to do. What I want to do. What I want you finish.
Yeah, yes,
What
sir.
I want to do. I want y'all brothers take that camera. Look in that camera. Give the family. What time you come on in it, your Instagram, get all the information you want to
The
give.
socials.
Your socials, whatever. So give me your
definitely.
social security number.
Yeah. We'll give you that in February 42nd.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
So
So we are BMore4Real, of course, BMore4Real podcast. We on live each and every single Wednesday at 7. We are on Instagram as well. We on Facebook as well. We stream live on Facebook and Instagram. But of course, we want the people to stay right here with us on YouTube. Keep it locked with us. Everything is BMore4Real. All of our handles is BMore4Real or BMore4Real podcast under that exact logo, BMORE4REAL, all spelled together. You know what I'm saying? All one word. BMore4Real.
absolutely every Wednesday.
Yep, every single
Every
Wednesday.
Wednesday from 7
And we,
to 8.
and we on at 7. And we appreciate it. Some the last time we had the podcast with y'all as well. Some of your followers actually subscribed to us.
Yeah,
as well.
awesome,
We knew
awesome.
it was we knew that they would be more Pod fam, and we happy
Awesome.
for the fan. We
Because that
enjoy the
show,
fan, man. We
that
all
show
we all
was
connected.
Yeah. This show rock.
That's
We
what
all
we're talking
connected.
about.
Yeah.
Teamwork. That's what
Yeah,
we're talking
teamwork,
about.
that's it.
And each person played a part. You know what I mean? Like you got your special talent, he got a special talent, I got mine. You know what I mean? And that's what and we put it together and make a body, for example.
And that's
a
why I
perfect
love
body.
y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yep.
show is deeper than ours on the aspect of y'all showing
That's
on
how y'all
reality.
do it.
See,
Yeah.
we're talking
Yeah.
about it.
Yes.
We're having a conversation, but y'all showing people, and that's what I was telling people. You guys are showing people that's especially black. We need to honor black talent. We need to do that. I don't know why it's frowned upon when the politicians get in office. It's like they can't say, "Oh, I want to look out for my people." I don't know what that stigma is. We shaking all of that off. Speaking of that, Uncle Wayne.
Uncle
Wayne.
Hold up. The show is yours. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. Speaking of that,
I am Uncle Wayne, and I'm running for mayor of Baltimore City.
Okay.
Because it's like Baltimore, I can't live like this anymore.
Okay.
Us as black men, we cannot. When our women and children are in trouble, man, we gotta rally to get it together.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Our children and our women are in trouble.
I agree.
Crime plan is not helping them.
I agree.
We need to help them.
I have a question, Uncle Wayne. Somebody asked me a question the other day. Somebody asked me a question. It was this, and the question was to them, and I said, I'm gonna have this guy. I told him about your show,
right?
And he is a Caucasian guy, right? And he said, Dennis, I have a question, Dennis. I said, what's your question? He said, Uncle Wayne always talk about helping the black people. How is that gonna be beneficial to somebody white that's in Baltimore? Is he just gonna cut the white people out, or how is that gonna help white people? Or is it gonna help white people?
Absolutely.
So
listen, I've heard that before.
Okay.
When I say that, people like, oh, you can't because you can't say separate white from blacks.
Okay.
But watch this. I spend time with God on this one.
Okay.
And God said it's time for black men to stand up.
I agree. Okay.
And lead.
Okay.
Because if we do, a lot of their problems will be resolved.
I agree with that.
Get it? Check this out. Who's out there stealing on white folks' cars? Those teenagers, who are they? They're not white, they are us.
I see it.
If we resolve that issue, the cars are not stolen.
Okay, the killing will go down.
This is where our issue is. We have to concentrate on what we have. Baltimore is 63% black.
Okay.
Most of the killings, black.
Yes.
Most of the depression and ODs are black. Crime, black.
So how would you? What's your plan then?
So my plan is to target our black problems, not our issues. Killing, OD, and depression and all, they are symptoms of the problem.
Right. Yeah.
They're not the problem.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
I agree. I agree.
Tackle the problems and the symptoms go away.
Do you want to elaborate how you going to tackle the problem?
Absolutely.
Do you have a solution?
Absolutely.
What is your
Real
solution?
Quick, fast and hard.
Okay.
We're going to put 4 major trade schools in the inner city where we can train and certify over 10,000 students.
Okay.
We're going to obtain the houses from the city where the trade schools work on them, 10,000 of them.
Okay.
Them houses, instead of surface them out to white folks and banks, we'll keep it in home.
Okay.
This is the thing. Let me give you a prime example. All 4 trade schools, when one of the students, now I'm not talking about teenagers, I'm talking about anyone that's in the trades.
Okay.
HVAC, electrical, plumbing, roofing, auto mechanic, diesel mechanic, welding.
I got a question. I'm gonna let you finish. The question is, will you allow any other race into that?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Watch this.
Go ahead.
Everyone is included.
Okay,
I'm not holding anyone ever.
Okay.
But for once, we're going to lead. They follow.
Okay.
And nothing, and watch this.
Go ahead.
Nothing is wrong with that.
Okay.
For once, we have been following them forever.
I got you.
But they can't, and no offense, right.
We never vote.
They can't resolve our issues. We have to resolve our own issues. They're not going to save us.
Y'all said something. I mean, go ahead. You finish.
Listen,
Go ahead.
You know we bounce off.
Go
Let me finish.
ahead. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm not at all. You know I need this. But with those trade schools, we're going to have 4 of the things: substance abuse, anger management, or mental health.
Okay.
We know that we're going to have to address those issues. Remember, I'm addressing the issue.
Yeah, not the symptoms.
Right. There you go. You get it?
I'm taking notes. I'm paying attention.
So when they come through the door, we know they 9 times out of 10 going to have one of those issues.
Yeah.
We don't send them out it's under the same umbrella.
I got you.
Right.
Red, green, orange, blue, or white.
I got you.
Everyone's included. But watch this why I said the lead, because we're targeting on major problems that we have.
I got you. I understand
That's
that.
it.
I understand.
And everyone is included. So watch this. When they come through, they're grouped up with a life coach. The
Okay.
life coach is either a re-entry program, just coming home from jail,
I got you.
or the rehab. That's them got time to deal.
Yes.
When these people come through the doors, they might not even have a birth certificate or social security card. I'm not lying to you.
I got you.
Then we broke the programs down real simple. When they first come through, 9 times out of 10, they may not have a place to live. Remember, we just attained the houses from the city.
Right.
Now that it became rooms for rent, real quick, the room for rent became a program.
Okay.
Simple things. Taking out the trash. Cleaning behind the toilet.
Making up the bed.
Make it up the bed.
Right.
You would think black brothers know how to do this, but I'm sorry, we don't.
Okay.
Instead of arguing about it, make it a program. Once they go from that program, apartment for rent.
Right.
They learn how to deal with the neighbors, deal with the situations. That goes to rent to own.
Okay.
You learn to deal with the neighbors and you deal with the credit department. In 18 months, you've learned to be, let's say, HVAC technician.
Yep.
So in 18 months, you went through the programs from a room to a rent, apartment for rent, rent to own. Now, the house that the inner city trade school purchased from the city, now we'll sell it back to you.
Okay.
For the same price the city obtained it. So now you're certified and you eligible to own a home.
Right.
So that same brother that we counted out,
Right.
He got
several different areas,
yeah.
counseling, all of that. It's a brilliant, masterful plan.
Yes.
but
It
it's
is a
going to
masterful
take
plan.
right.
The whole person.
Right, and it's going to take all of us.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
That's why the voters that I have obtained, we're going to get in as a mayor and we're going to change those districts too, because in order to do this is a big ticket item. All of us have to do it.
Yes.
Right.
So if you invite me in and we'll have a show on it, I will break it down. I just have to give you a quick
quick, yeah.
That's
Right.
awesome.
I like it. I like it.
Understand.
Okay.
Listen, I spend time with God on this one. A lot of man have chosen other ones. God chose me for
I got
this.
you. I got
And
you.
I've got to finish the task.
I got you.
Yep.
Y'all said
Yep.
something on your show last night that really it was true to me, because you said I went to counseling one time, right? But that counselor, he could not relate to what I went through, who I am, and what I was thinking and what I was suffering. So if he could not relate to what I was going through, he could not really help me.
The thing is.
And so that's when y'all said that last night. Go ahead.
A lot
Once
of counseling
again,
and therapy are failing us because they don't know us well enough.
Yeah, who's teaching a black
And
man
even
to
the black
be
men
a black
though,
man?
that are in position to counsel other black men, 9 times out of 10, they haven't even lived that life either.
That's true.
So, I mean, we only can receive so much from counseling. You know what I'm saying? We got to resort to that community vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to bring back. You know,
Support
that's why they call it the hood.
Right.
I heard it from one of the Muslim brothers. You know, they call it the hood because the neighbors are missing. We don't know our neighbors anymore. You know
It's
what
just
I'm saying?
the hood.
Just simple things as just such as that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know our neighbors anymore. We're not doing the right things, and that's where we need change. That's why I said we want to see change. It's just like baking a cake. We got the recipe. We know that it bakes a cake. We can't put together whatever we want. We can't use our feelings and emotions and do all that other stuff. We have to look at it at a real standpoint. So like you said about the white gentleman and all that stuff, you know, white people had to come to the realization that racism is systemic. Their people have built this system. And if we can't have those conversations with you guys, then you guys are causing the problem. Remember, they said silence is consent. When they keep silent, when them police are silent about the stuff that they see the other police do to minorities and other people, low life, even their own people, and they're silent about it, they are an accessory.
That's it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
true.
So your silence, your pure silence now is being challenged.
Right.
Because now it seems like you're turning a blind eye.
That's true.
But you know, we refuse to talk about these topics, and that's why we bring them to light. Because all white people are racist. Everybody are prejudiced.
Okay.
Everybody has their prejudice, and all white people are racist. Jane Elliott made it plain. She said,
who's Jane Elliott?
She's a white lady that's been studying, doing psychology. She has
Is that the lady on TV that's
blonde hair, blue-eyed experiment. She been experimenting with this 40, 50 years.
Okay.
So she asked the white people that if you wanted to be treated like black people in America, then stand up. And none of them stood, which means they understand. They understand.
I remember seeing that on.
They
on,
understand subconsciously how it is. So
Mm-hmm.
we can't have that conversation because, brother, that's why I said we're going to tap into your soul, brother.
Okay.
So look.
What's in your
I'm
podcast
this,
again?
It's Be More For Real. We're going to be more for real.
Okay.
Look,
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Look, we're going to be more for real because
Go
even the way that we say racism, the fact that we can call another black person racist is really dumb. We don't understand definitions. And the reason why I say that is because if a white person is racist and if white people are racist, then there are adverse effects as opposed to if a black person was racist. If we didn't like white people or whatever, let's say we was really racist by definition of what it's supposed to be, then nothing would happen to white people. We don't own nothing. We don't control anything. We're not stopping anything. But if they happen to not like you, and they are racist, then there are some things that's going to happen. You know, you're not going to get that loan. You're not going to get that job. Whatever the case may be, because they don't like your black ass. Yeah. And that's the truth. That's the Be More For Real in us. And I'm sorry about the excuse.
Go ahead, do your thing, bro.
So
racism. This is your shit. Go.
Yeah, racism has to be redefined. We have to redefine a lot of words. We coming together with the show now with the attack on English, because even the way that we're using words and all this stuff and how we communicate with each other is being corrupted in front of our faces. So whereas though we can use the same words and not even know what we're using, or we can use words that are curses like good morning. This is something. I'm just giving you. Good morning. Morning is what you do at a funeral.
Yes. Morning,
and wake, when you wake up, awake is the funeral. Okay. So we're saying you wake and good morning. We don't even know how we using these terms. Hello, hell is low. We done never understood what they said.
I know that.
You know what? I used to call my mother. My mother was sharp, man. I used to call my mother. I'd be like, hello. She'd be like, you right. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. And now I understand. I overstand. I understand. Because we're using these words the wrong way. And we have been under this language oppression. The reason, how do you know that? Because even the law is articulated in English, but we're not able to articulate the law. How do you have a bunch of people that you expect to be law-abiding citizens, but we don't understand the law language?
Right. It's a whole
we not understand. We need somebody to replace this all an illusion. We need to be more for real about. We are for the change from the core. And we know that people gonna come after us. We know what they did to Malcolm X. We know what they did to Martin Luther King. And look, I'm ready. Look, a soldier died one death. You cowards died thousands of them.
Exactly.
I ain't mad at Go to chat.
Maria said, BMore4Real, my condolences to you and your family. She watched the show yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Maria. Yep. April said, change starts within our own communities first. You know, we have to take care of our home first.
Yes.
April, thank you, April. Donna said, that was deep, and it will be done, Uncle.
It will be done.
It will be done.
It will be done.
Beautiful, man.
And when you hear this is the thing, because we've got to make a change. Our black men, this is a embarrassing and a shame. It makes no more sense. Watch this. We don't want to take care of our children. This is the part that wears me out. Brother, you over there because you like her and you taking care of her and her children, and you're not even taking care of your own.
Right.
See, who's teaching us to be in order for us to get to black excellence, we have to first be black and proud. Nobody's teaching us. But listen, I'm not separating the race. Whenever I say to be black and proud, it's not that I'm down in any other race. How crazy is that I have to down a race because I'm having equal opportunity for my own race?
I'm not mad at you.
It's enough. Our brothers, we can't live like this anymore.
I'm just, what would that black person say that is not experiencing the same problems that you are articulating right now?
Well, you don't know he's facing them, first of all.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
So you are a fool in your own mind.
Go ahead.
Because brother, you stuck in the same cycle, in the same system that we are. And we have to be wise about this because they gave brothers millions. And for some reason, we think that because you gave one brother millions of dollars, well, now all of a sudden racism don't exist. No, that's just like master treating a house the house do better than the
I
field
got you,
do. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
That same concept is still there.
Got you.
So just because you gave somebody some millions don't mean nothing. We made the cotton gin press. Why don't we own linen?
Yeah.
Why do we still gotta buy
That's
linen and
it.
stuff from other
You
people?
hear that? Why
don't
we don't
That's the true
own?
thing. Yeah, we can own
Do you
stores
know-
and all that
do
stuff.
you know
But what
we
about the
made- we made
merchandise that's filling the
we
stores
made
up?
the doorknob,
Yeah, and listen,
the turn
do
doorknob.
you hear
The
this?
turn doorknob.
We made the turn doorknob.
didn't even
When I
know
first
it.
made the turn doorknob, they used to use latches.
You know what? I'm gonna be
we don't
look.
know.
Look, we be more for real.
Right.
I was under the impression that white people created the plane and the car, and most of the other inventions did come from black people. Notice the patents, all of that stuff. We have to do our deeper research.
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
people are innovators.
Yeah,
We are
that's true.
innovators by nature. Look at our history. Look at what we
We
built.
just as talented as anyone else.
The proof is in the pudding, and the devil is in the details. People can't see the devils because they can't. They just skimming on the face of the book. You're not reading the book. The devil's in the
The
details.
thing about it is this, though.
We came up with almost everything, including the plane.
Look,
And that's the BMore4Real
The
conversation.
thing about it is this. So people, the people, I'm gonna say, we as black, everybody asks, why are we treated like this? Do you know why?
I still don't know why.
I know why.
Well, I have an
Why we
idea.
in
I want to
South?
hear yours.
I'm gonna tell you why we're treated like this. I'm gonna tell you why we're treated like this. We are treated like this because we don't know who we are. This is why I started this podcast. This is the only reason I started this podcast. Because if I can get people, if I can get us to dig deep down to what's inside of us, we'll build a pyramid.
You will be unstoppable.
We don't know who we are, so that's why they have to continue to tell you don't. They tell you don't read. They tell you that we'll kill you if you read. They tell you don't get married. They tell you don't sing. They make sure that they want to separate. They got to keep us separated because if we come together, they will put a pyramid together and they say some aliens did it.
And you know that's deep.
So
That's
that
deep.
is the reason I tell people, go to what's inside of you. Because if you go to inside of you, you ain't gonna worry about that drink.
Yeah.
Because if you go into what's inside, you're gonna speak to that mountain, see, be thou cast into the sea, and it has to obey. Because we know, because if you go to what's inside of, because you know who you are,
of a mustard seed.
the faith
you will be unstoppable.
And then it tell you, do not think of tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself because I clothe the lilies in the field and they're more arrayed than Solomon. I burn them up in the end of the season. I give a bird a place to dwell. Are you more important than a bird? So you won't have to take no thought tomorrow. All the thing you will do is go after what is inside of you. Because our apple tree is going to be an apple tree. We're here for one reason. We're here for a reason. I'm going to tell you why we're here. You're the God and we are the God so we can create. That's what we always knew. So since we know that, a person, an unbeliever, that's why I stutter, I say I lose, but I always get what I want because I know I'm a God of creation. I can create. I create what's inside of me. I birth it, and can't nobody, that's why I tell you,
Nobody.
And the only person that can stop us is us.
That's what you're saying. You create, and that's what.
And
that's what we're tapping into, and that's why I say
that's why this podcast was started. What time is it? That's why this podcast was started. So we have to dig deep down to each and every one of us because I believe in God, man. I believe in God. I believe in God. God is my Lord and Savior, bro. But when Jesus, everybody talking about the Bible and Jesus said, "Call me brother." Then he said, "How can you say love me? How can you say you love me, and you hate thy brother?" And then that you see him every day. Right. So he said, "Don't." Jesus never told you to call him God.
And that's a fascinating point. You know, even if people didn't believe in Jesus, you know what you can take are valuable lessons. Notice how when Christ
I didn't
first
mean
came,
to go there, but go ahead.
Notice how when Christ first came, he came for Israel. He had to save them. Israel was in bondage. You understand what I'm saying? They were a slave to their choices as a people, as a nation. You know what I'm saying? He came, he said, look, I'm coming to say, I got to redeem them. You understand what I'm saying? And then he took care of the world. So you know what that tell us? That we take care of the household first. Look, I'm taking care of family first. How does communities, how does nations
But
start?
even after he redeemed them, he couldn't even take care of them because they took a 20-day trip and turned it to 40 years, and everybody that was in that 40-year trip, he killed off.
Except for Joshua and Caleb.
He killed everybody off because you know why? You know why he had to kill them off?
Because they was unbelieving.
They couldn't take
Right.
All we have to do is dig. Go ahead, read the chat. All we have to do is dig deep. I'm telling you, brothers, your talent will make room for you if we take that out of us. And that's why everybody. Look. We're gonna go. We got to do our sponsor real quick. But I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna say this real quick. Somebody said to me the other day they got mad because their mother or sister, somebody died, right? And they said, I prayed. The thing about it is, you can pray all you want. But if that person don't believe, you can pray for that person all that you want. But if that person is not believing, you can't save them.
Prayers without work
is dead. I'm dead. I'm done. I'm done. Oh my God. Go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know how we get.
At the right time. You good, Soundflex. Yep. We can go back and rewatch it, and that's what we're gonna start doing. We can watch it. No, we watch it. We can chat about it. Yep, we talk about it. Because it's some deep stuff over here. It's some deep stuff. Yep. We're gonna hit the sponsors. April said we gotta change how we interact with each other as black women and men. Yep, we need one another. We got to change how we interact. That's what we're doing here. You know what I'm saying?
April is a powerful one.
April 5. We got to get you on here, April. You coming on here.
Shout out April. Definitely.
Yep, shout out to April. Yep. Maria said, Maria agreed with it. Yep, we need each other to excel.
What we're going to do, we got like 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. We're going to do sponsor.
Normandy Treasures. Got some good stuff on sale. You know what I mean? Got some good stuff. Whatever you need, Normandy Treasures. And if you say Bmore Pod, you get what, 10% off, baby. Support. Like you say, we need each other. You know what I mean?
We do. We really do. Honestly, we really do need.
Appreciate the sponsor.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Normandy Treasures.
We got 10 minutes. You want something to say something to the family before we go?
Like I said, man, we love you. This is what about. I'm glad BMore, for real came. Y'all kept it real. Y'all got 3 more hours.
Yeah, y'all got mental space I don't even go to, bro. Y'all got mental space I don't even go, bro.
We going to
yeah.
You see how we bounce off each other?
It's beautiful. Positive, all positive. You know what I mean? Like I said, like what we've been talking about. Everybody's got the unique talents. That's what we're doing, man. You got something. You out there got something. Everybody's got something. And together we can build.
And we work as one body.
Yep.
Yes.
That's it.
Exactly.
All the pieces of a puzzle.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. You pass it. Go ahead.
Pass it to you, Mike.
Real quick, I'm Uncle Wayne running for mayor. I need all the pieces of a puzzle. Listen, it is time for us to pull it together. And God told me to tell some of you brothers who were in jail and made those promises to God that when you get out, you was going to do better. I need you, because it's time to help to do this. I can't do it. I'm one man by myself. But guess what? Together, we can get it done. We got to find out who God is, not through your church, not through a religion, not through your family, through God. It's time for us to pull together and save our women and children. It is a mess that we made. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm Uncle Wayne running for mayor, but I need your help.
Vote Uncle Wayne for mayor, Baltimore City 2024.
Keep me in your prayers.
Seriously.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
BMore4Real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
I would just like to touch on what you said about, identity. And that's basically, if anybody could get anything from this, I definitely would want them, since we were talking about it, is to grasp a sense of who you identify as a person. Because a lot of times people deal and battle with depression. Number one is because they don't understand their purpose. And their purpose goes along with their identity. So when you identify who you are, where you fit in, then you can figure out where you're going. So that's why I said I love you guys' podcast. Yes. You guys show the people the skills that are actually applying the skills that they've been given, and it's making room for them. It's not just a conversation with this podcast right here. I want people to realize that you are being shown talent on weekly here. On a weekly basis from different people, and that makes a difference. We having a conversation, but you guys are showing us the people that's actually living the life that we're talking about. And so you can see the joy and that it brings when you know your purpose and your identity. So I mean, we BMore4Real, so they stripped us of our identity. You know what I'm saying? That's something true.
You know what I'm saying?
They stripped us of our identity, and they gave us our identity. That's why we are perpetrating around here like thugs and gangsters. Well, that's what the that's what the image is for us. You know what I'm saying? And the image is something else for women. But we're taking back that. We're controlling our image. We're controlling the way that these people do it. We're controlling the way that these people put us out there.
Yes, I understand.
Media. You know, because life imitates art imitates life.
Yes.
So those people that watch us on TV, they're going to start imitating the stuff that we do. And the people that's on TV and all that stuff, they try to make it as much as real life as possible.
Yes.
So they're imitating real life as well. So it's hard to keep up with reality when you in that space.
Yes.
So it gets you confused with reality. So if anything, we want people to identify themselves, identify your skill, identify your purpose. Life is done on purpose. The reason why you're here today is because you have a purpose. Figure out your purpose and be a blessing.
That's it. Be yourself.
Give your information out again to the family. Give your information out again to the family.
Hey, listen, I am Uncle Wayne running for mayor. You can easily reach us out. Uncle Wayne campaign for me running for mayor. And every Wednesday night is BMore4Real. You know, listen.
Where
From
you
one black brother to another.
On YouTube?
Be yourself.
On YouTube? Where you on? YouTube, Facebook? Go ahead. Say it up. Go ahead.
Follow us on BMore4Real. But again,
Give me the number.
that's what I'm going to do. 410-869-6160 is me directly. Our campaign is full force. We got like 6 or 7 forums coming up where I'm introducing myself, getting out there, and getting familiar with things. But listen, you all, if you don't vote, keep me in your prayers, because if I'm mayor, I'm going to help you out whether you voted for me or not. It is time for a change. We can't live like this anymore. So again, I'm Uncle Wayne running for mayor. Keep me in prayer. BMore4Real every Wednesday from 7 to 8.
Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We go live on all 3 platforms each and every Wednesday, 7 o'clock. You know, bear with us. Keep that conversation. Like, share, and subscribe. Realest conversations on the net. You know what's up.
That's all right, family. This show was fire tonight. The show is a little different, but I tell you what, different is good. Their talent will make room for different talent. Everybody got a talent. You juggle ping pongs, you can juggle ping pongs. These guys, they have a message that is so awesome. And and to me, it's not a black and white message. To me, it's a message about life. It's a message about tell a group of people that you can do better, there is better, and we out here to help you to do better. We're trying to show you a way to do better. Man, I'm so glad I met these brothers, man. And like I said, it all still boils down to your talent. We make room for you. Man, we love you. That's all. We need a little more love in the world, man. We need a little bit more love in the world.
That tell you.
Also, you know, I do make music. We're going to go live.
Yeah. I was going to
We're going to go live in a little bit. I do have music as well. You know, like I said, support the community, support music that's not what the industry is trying to promote. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a lot of artists that are better than the artists that they are promoting.
Yes.
Like I said, I have a team on that one too. Shout out Nadi, producer Nadi. Shout out my brothers Lou's, Big Lou, Laura Lou, you know what I'm saying, Lou Abel, everybody that helped me along the path with, you know, creating this music. Everything takes a team, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And I want to be more consistent with making music, but we need the support. You know, when I start working and I can do my gift full time, which is what I'm working on now, then I'll be able to service the community a lot better. So we need y'all help in doing that. Stick with us, go live. You're going to hear one of my singles.
What I want y'all to do right now, the family, I want y'all to put your notifications on. Put the notification on. And within the next half an hour, I don't know exactly how long. It's not gonna be a whole hour. But put the notification on. Daniel from Bmore.
OMG Danny, man.
What is it?
Danny.
OG.
It stands for On My Grind as well.
OG Danny.
Yep, OMG Danny.
For B4Real Pod.
BMore4Real.
Hey, I know, man. Forgive me, man. Bro, I tell you what, family, y'all know I'll butcher a name, I'll butcher a word. I don't care. My talent will make room for me. My talent brought these brothers here, and I'm so glad I met them. That's I know.
You are me.
I don't even worry about my butcher words. I stutter. My articulation is that right sometimes.
I love the articulation.
My articulation.
Sometimes we gotta learn to appreciate those mess ups.
I am perfect.
You understand?
I was made perfect. That's our
It's only a failure when you don't learn nothing.
We are made perfect. You are exactly who you supposed to be.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Apple tree is gonna be an apple tree. You be the best you. As long as you look at yourself, you ain't gotta worry about nobody else, because you are perfect just like you are.
And
that with that, I gotta sign off. I love you, family. Y'all, please come back. Look, tell a friend. Share this message. Subscribe, share, like. Yep. This is for everybody. It's not for one group of people, not for another. This is for everybody. Because everybody, like you said, as long as we can talk together, we can have dialect and we can make a change. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make this change. We love you. Got anything else to say before we go?
No, we appreciate our opinions. You know, y'all heard our opinions because we be more for real about it. We on the pod. Yo, we happy to be here. We're blessed to be here. This is a blessing.
Excuses,
no more excuses.
No more.
Yeah, appreciate Dennis, Eric, for having us. Y'all awesome hosts, awesome guests, lovely space, everything.
Yep. Donna said she's gonna catch y'all next Wednesday.
Go Ravens.
Donna, that's it.
Go Ravens.
Go Ravens. Y'all see this? Go Ravens. Go Lamar. Tell them they made everybody else made a mistake.
That's a story.
They made a mistake. Go ahead, ball out. What? Black and purple.
Purple pride.
Black and purple. Got anything to say before we go, my brother? We love y'all.
Yes.
We love y'all.
Definitely
we love y'all.
BMore4Real.
We love y'all. And that's a wrap. Gotta go. And that's the show.
Till we meet again.
That's awesome. Yep.
It's a cold, cold world, a cold one. It's a cold, cold world. Yeah. It's a cold, cold world, a cold one. It's a cold, cold world. Yeah. I've been looking to the stars like I'm a astronaut, and this pain hurts so much, so I smoke that gas a lot. I've been hiding from myself, cause I ain't trying to get caught. And you know I right my wrongs, that's some shit that I can't stop now. I've been searching for my soul, cause it's been missing. Imagine cooking breakfast, bullets flying through the kitchen. Hey, you wait for it.